Hey guys, happy Sunday and welcome to, I'm going to say yet another speed build because, I've done some before, but the first speed build in a little bit. I've actually, I think, had videos out quite often. No, I had a speed build out in, was it December? So first speed build of January. I say first, it's also going to be the last because, this is me. So yeah, welcome back. And I decided to finally get my, excuse my French, shit together and make time to actually build with some of my own custom content. I know, it's shocking. How do I stop myself normally? Because I'm too damn tired of it. To build with it by the end of a project, but this time I decided, you know what, for the first part of BAYSIC I really wanted to do a apartment with it, and I didn't find the time. I don't know what happened then. I don't know, general tiredness. So I then decided instead to do one this time because we now have BAYSIC Bathroom, which is now in early access. Link down below in the description box. It'll be out to the public for free on the 3rd of February. I think it's 3rd. It's so the 3rd. Yeah, so this is why we're doing this now, because we have another part of the BAYSIC set. So before, the first part covered kitchen, living, bedroom, dining. Oh god, we did a lot in that first one. That was 91 pieces. Then we now have this add-on, which is for the bathroom, which is 28 pieces, so it comes to a grand total of 119 pieces of, I'd like to say, great. Wow, speaking isn't my forte at this point. Great quality custom content for you to put into your game. So this apartment uses, what's a kind of limited pack build because it uses base game, obvi, because if you don't have base game you ain't playing this. City living, because it's an apartment, so what would be the point in not using city living stuff when it's in an apartment and it's pretty useless without it? So base games and city living, those are the only two packs you require from EA Maxis to use this. And then we have only House of Harlix CC used. Now I'm going to minimize. Why won't you let me minimize? You're going to hear me typing because I'm going to look up exactly what House of Harlix CC is used for this. I took out all of my personal content, all of Felix's personal content, and I just left House of Harlix in there. So all of the CC is going to be linked. Again, there's going to be a link down below. I'm going to do a Tumblr post, I think, for this, and because I haven't done a Tumblr post for a build in ages, and I'm going to try and upload it to CurseForge as well. So this apartment uses Harlix. There's like a few columns and a bit used for that. BAYSIC, obviously, first part, the second part, tiny twaddlers, the kitchen, bathroom, living room, and organic part 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of our sets, 8 of our collabs. So there's actually 2 collabs in that I haven't used at all in here, which would be organic part 1, and what's the other collab? Come on. Jardine. No Jardine in here. Oh, I nailed it. Totally remembered all of our sets. If you didn't know, BAYSIC I really want to call it BAYSIC Bathroom, but it's not. It's BAYSIC Bathroom. We spelt bathroom correctly and it just feels so unnatural to me. So yeah, the BAYSIC Bathroom is actually our 10th collaboration as Harlix, which I think is quite a feat now. We have another collaboration planned in the future, very much later this year, so don't expect an announcement anytime soon is all I'm going to say. And with the 10th one, it's like, yes, these collabs are good, but we kind of want to impress you a little bit more every time we do a set. I think it kind of takes a lot now. We've been doing it for so long. It kind of takes a lot to shock you guys. But all I'm going to say is the next collab we have planned is meant to shock you, literally knock your socks off, kind of like one of those totally from left field things where you're just not going to see it coming. So yeah, even if I tell you, you're still not going to be able to guess what it is. So I'm safe in saying this, but yeah, that will be out much later, towards the end. I'd say the last few months in the year. I do actually have all of my custom content planned out for the entire year. I said in my last speed build, what was it, the Prescott Manor. Thank you very much, EA, for sponsoring that one, because, you know, don't get to build that much anymore. So I said in that one I was going to do my next set is going to be like a New England. So BAYSIC, it's done, it's released on Patreon, and so like in 2 days time I'm going to start making the next set. If you're listening to actually, this is going to be kind of like, when you're listening to this, I'm going to have started working on it for like the whole entire week. I possibly will have streamed some of it already on YouTube. In case you didn't know, maybe you missed these things, but yeah, my plan is actually to start streaming on YouTube. I did a poll on Patreon and also on Instagram saying like, where do you prefer to watch streams? And like, it was like maybe like 70-30 towards YouTube, which totally shocked me. I almost didn't do a poll because I just presumed everyone wanted to watch stuff on Twitch. I'm kind of a bit out of the loop, I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch streams for The Sims anymore. I kind of occasionally load up Twitch and I just see who's on there, and I don't know anybody that is streaming anymore. Yeah, I'm totally out of the loop. But yeah, I just thought you guys would all want to watch on Twitch, but apparently not. Apparently YouTube is the place to be. So I am taking that as the final decision. And so I'm going to be streaming my process for making custom content on YouTube. I'm going to be honest, it's probably not going to have face cam very often because I'm a lazy little bitch and I don't want to do my hair and put makeup on. And if I don't do that, then I look atrocious. So no cam it is. So yeah, really that one, I don't think I'm gonna have the stream saved. So it's gonna be one of those things where you have to be there at the time, otherwise you're not gonna see it, just because I really want these to be super chilled, and for that to be super chilled, I just want to listen to my own normal music. You guys are going to be there as well. You can kind of be a fly on the wall, but I don't want it to be so much of a big production behind it. I don't want it to be a big event. Otherwise, it kind of just becomes like another chore, and I want it to be that I don't hesitate pressing that go live button. I just want to press it, work on stuff, chat to some of you. I'm very good at chatting while working. Yeah, that's what I would kind of like. And it's also not meant to be like here's a tutorial on how to make CC either. So I'm gonna basically be showing the meshing process, and also probably like the porting into the game, just because this is my main income, and you know, I don't want to train the competition. I'm not going to be showing you how I do the textures because that's trade secret, you know? If you know how to do the textures, you know how to do everything, because to be quite honest, the meshing is the least complicated bit, and I think the bit that most people can do. So yeah, the whole texturing part is not going to be shown on stream, but the meshing part and also the porting into the game, I don't mind telling and showing how stuff is added into the game and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's just going to be the texturing part that is not going to be shown. Oh, I wish I left those couches red now, but it's pretty cute. Any color. I noticed, sorry, I'm getting distracted by this living room. I noticed IKEA setups, they're quite cluttered. They're not so roomy, they're more cozy and compact, and they have a lot of stuff in there, and they normally have sofas with a pop of color. So that was where I was going, but then I was like, this red is coming a little bit out of left field. There's nothing else that would suggest this. I end up going back with the old basic green. I try not to use it. I love the color so much. I try not to use it, but I just keep leaning into it, you know. And I noticed that everyone else that uses this set just kind of lean into this lighter green. It's called basic green. It's just the best color that we have in the whole entire set, and I struggle not to use it. So yeah, and I struggled again and just failed. So yeah, it doesn't stay that darker green, it goes lighter. But hey, sue me. What are you gonna do? So yeah, back to what I was saying previously, streaming. I don't have a schedule because again, I said I don't want this to be a chore, and I want it to be like, I just want it to be friends chilling out together, chatting. Maybe we can talk about sim stuff, maybe we can talk about real life stuff, who knows. But yeah, so make sure you turn on Make sure you turn on notifications so that you know exactly when I'm live, because there is going to be no schedule. Then you're going to need notifications so you don't miss it. Because this isn't meant to be like a tutorial, I'm not having them replayable, and for the fact that I'm going to be listening to copyright music means that I can't save them. Otherwise, I'm going to get copyright strikes left, right, center. And I don't feel like listening to copyright free music while I truddle along and try and work out everything that there is to do with a set. I just want it to be chill and not so much of an event in my day, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I still have yet at this point to set up everything, but I will have by the time you guys are listening to this. I'm actually recording this. It's the 7th of January, and this isn't going to be out till, let me look at my calendar. This isn't going to be out till the 15th. Jeez, woof, some of us are way ahead of the schedule. I have to do this now, otherwise on Monday I'm starting, well maybe even tomorrow I'm starting on the next set, and I know once I get into a set I don't have time to do any of this stuff. So I'm trying to get ahead of it. I would love to at least get an overview video up on YouTube each month, because I miss doing YouTube. I'm gonna be honest, I miss the whole interactive part of it. That's also why I'm doing streaming as well. I love interacting a little bit closer with the community, and I kind of got a taste for that doing Insta stories. There's lots of feedback on that, but I think just in general I feel like this is a bit more of an interactive space. So that's why I'm gonna start streaming CC, so it should be good, I think. So anyway, this apartment, maybe I should tell you a little bit about this apartment. As I said it uses 8 out of the 10 collabs that we have made so far, and it was actually really, really easy to do this whole entire apartment without reaching for any of my solo content or Felix's solo content. It just looks like a super cute, cozy, lived in apartment. I think this one looks like it is lived in. It looks very stylish. It looks like a lot of the IKEA setups, you know, the ones that they have in the showroom when you walk through. It kind of looks like that. So yeah, I've just used everything. Of course, I was very much trying to highlight everything in the basic set, so it's predominantly the basic set, because all of it goes together, and we basically done all the rooms. But I did lean very heavily on tiny twaddlers when it came to the kids' room. Sometime in the future, Felix and I need to get back together again to do another kids set that's a bit more, I don't know, I'm gonna say generic, but think of generic in terms of basic, you know, they're everyday staples. A kids room that's everyday staples rather than super duper themed. Our tiny travelers is very much themed, and kind of when you use it so many times, then it's very familiar and you can spot it from a mile away. So we'd like something that isn't so spottable. Yeah, but that's not coming this year, let me tell you that. That's maybe that's coming in 2024. I don't know. But yeah, we plan custom content a long time in advance. Probably not as far in advance as the Sims team does theirs, but at the moment, like, I have the full year planned out. The first 5 months is kind of earmarked for this next, like, I don't even know what this set is called. I've been calling it like a Brindleton Bay kind of set, but I don't know what it's actually going to be called. Maybe we could just call it Brindleton. But now that reminds me of like Bridgerton. Oh, when is there a new season of Bridgerton coming as well? I need that. So yeah, that's like I swear the first 5 months. I might get burnt out by the end of 4 months, so don't hold your breath on that. But like, we have Shop the Looks planned out. I say Shop the Looks, one Shop the Look planned out. I need to think of another one. And like, doing CC, I really have to think about planning out the year. For example, I would like to go on a holiday. You know, everyone would like to go on a holiday every once in a while. And when you're a creator of this kind of content, you really can't take time off necessarily. I know, like, YouTube, people would get penalized if they didn't stick with their schedule. Like, if you don't upload in a long while, the algorithm penalizes you and your video gets like shown to less people. But it's kind of like the same on Patreon. If I didn't release content for a month, number one, people leave. And then number two, for some reason, it seems to be like your growth is slowed down afterwards as well. So it's one thing saying, hey, I'm going to take off time and there'll be no content. Sure, you'll have less of an income. That's fine. That's okay to deal with. But then you have this like after effect of taking time off. So really, I can't take time off. So I have to plan my time off way in advance and then do the extra work ahead of time. So that's what I'm going to do. I want December off. I want it all off. So 1 full month off. I have no other time off for the rest of the year, but I want that month off and I want to go on a holiday. I'm not going to say where it is, but it's hot. And yeah, so basically I have to do another set to cover what work I would have done in December. So I have to do like a few extra pieces like each month so that it's finished and ready for release in January and after I've taken the full month off in December. So yeah, that's why everything is planned out, because time off really needs to be like scheduled into the diary. And this is 2023 and I am now a super duper productive person. I have this new application called Sunsama. I'm a huge like productivity geek person. When it comes to the end of year, I'm always trying to look at this, find this like master plan at how I'm going to become super productive and efficient. I'm someone that likes to write lists for everything. Like, everything has lists. Do I follow them all the time? No. But I feel like I almost need a list to keep me half on track. If I didn't have a list, I'd tell you I'd be a lot less productive. So it's not like making a list magically makes me productive, but it helps, you know? Then I know if I've been lazy, I know, because my list tells me and my schedule tells me that I should have done something already and I'm way behind. So yeah, I have this new app called Sunsama. I put on every day, I plan for the next day, I put on everything I'm meant to do. Like now I'm going on daily walks for like an hour and a half. Walk will get me like 10,000 steps. So that's what I have to do, because when you work at the computer all day, you do not move and you have no exercise built into your daytime. So I literally have to force myself to go out for an hour and a half to get in my daily steps. So like I have breakfast on there. There's like feed the bunnies, brush your teeth, make the bed, because I'm trying to do this. Have you heard that book like Atomic Habits? And it's all about doing small things to help you kind of build routines. And one of them is making the bed. So when I do have face cam for my CC things, I'm not going to have a green screen behind me, because I also putting up the green screen, getting the lighting, it's also another thing that makes me not want to go live, because it's another bit of resistance. So my bed is going to be in the background. If the face cam is there, you're going to be able to see the bed behind me. And I'm like, I want to make sure, you know, before I'd have a green screen because it would be a mess behind me. But now we're going to have a very neat, tidy bed. You know, making your bed every morning is like just that first little thing to make sure your day starts off right. Because it's very easy to just leave it and just go on with the rest of your day. So yeah, we're trying to make tiny changes so it like kind of snowballs into larger changes and stuff. But yeah, so this apartment, because we're actually, I swear we're on the second, I think we might be on the second to last room. Yeah, because we haven't done the hallway yet. So there is like the main living room. This is 121 Hakim House. I've forgotten what the family that lives here is. They're kind of like hippie, ethnic, bright colours all over the place. They're like mum, dad, and are they the one that... No, they're not the family that has a pregnant sim to start off with. No. And then they have a child as well, a girl. So I didn't make it for them, but I thought let's do it for a family that is kind of the same makeup as them. So not their personal style. I didn't want it to be like a kind of eclectic mix. We were very much going with the old Swedish vibes. And so they have like in there, they have where I've put the master bedroom, they have like this weird kind of like bubble blowing room and like activity room. And I don't know, it just seemed like a weird misuse of space. It was kind of like a non-event room. So we got rid of that, put the master bedroom in there. Of course, I made the bathroom maybe a little bit bigger than you normally would because you know it is meant to showcase the basic bathroom and we kind of want to put everything in there. We didn't get to showcase the shower. I was going to try and put a separate shower in, couldn't do it. But yeah, bathroom, master bedroom, there is a kids room, and then there's like the main living area which has the kitchen, separate dining area, and the living area. And then we have here the hall out here, which I'm doing. And I was so tempted to use the peen painting, but I resisted and just used that one from City Living. So yeah, this is like the last little bit. I'm just putting in all these little cluttering touches. So this is available on the gallery and CurseForge. Links will be in the description so that you can download it, and all of the CC. You only need 8 Harlix packs, base game and City Living, and you are good to go. So yeah, it's just, I think I'm just going around putting extra little touches and changing stuff. Yeah, I changed the colour of the island that I used to put the desk on, so it's got like this whole little built-in home office thing vibe going on. But yeah, it was so nice to build in The Sims again. I am a little bit rusty, so this apartment took me quite a few hours, which, you know, it wouldn't have done in the good old days when I was doing YouTube all the time. But yeah, decision making with interiors, it's not my forte at the moment. CC is. So but anyway, here we go, screenshots. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye guys.